Hello, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. It was a nice long weekend on my end, but boom, 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 the market is back at it immediately on Monday and in a very unusual way. So, the market declined across the board today on an extremely heavy volume, but you have to realize it's the end of the month. This is a normal practice that we see at the end of the month, so it's nothing shocking whatsoever. Overall, the gains were contained, and as you can see, the Nasdaq was down 0.37%. The S&P 500 was down 0.46%. The Russell 2000 was down 0.36%. So overall, not terrible, nothing severe, but better yet, as you can see after hours by just the SPY. The SPY, where's my crosshairs? Let's see. Since the close, has been able to rally significantly off those lows. So it's now higher by quite a bit after hours. The NASDAQ 100, as you can see, since its close, has rallied after hours. And the IWM has also done the same thing. Since its close, it has rallied after hours. So it's nothing significant, but still, it is a bit of a containment of the losses, if you will, in the after hours session. So overall, nothing that bad. But if you are worried that the market's about to fall apart, um, you know, my scans tonight basically said this market wants to explode higher. Now, will it? Of course, nobody knows. And if any asshole out there tells you, I know for sure quarter four is going to be great, interest rates are going to be risen, and then the market's going to crash in 2016, run away. It's impossible to predict the future. That's how people make money off stupid people that think that you can predict the future. Unfortunately, you can't predict the future, and the best traders out there prepare for all and every single possible outcome their brain can fathom. So right now, the market looks good. As long as that continues, great. If not, hey, I got stops out there. And good thing I have stops because we actually do have a couple of sells. So first off, AVXL is a full cover on an end-of-day basis. I am long gone. And what's so disappointing is from that first short day that we had, the stock fell immediately. Excuse me, back here. I'm off a day. Fell immediately 40%. And I think I only left with 30% as my first sell stop ended up being at 4. Buy stop, I mean at 4. So obviously it gaps up to 410 the next day, and a quarter of my sell stop's taken out at 4. However, I have my final sell stop just above 645. So obviously intraday on 1119, I was taken completely out of AVXL, which is unfortunate because a 40% gain turns into a minor loss on the entire position, and that sucks. But now it's a full sell completely on an end-of-day basis. Trade idea is still there, but the market is very bullish, so AVXL didn't work. And if you take your profits on the way down in AVXL, then you banked with a 40% gain. And if you got it from the most ideal short day, which was back here when IB did not have shares to borrow, you made a whopping 70% in right around 12 total days, so about 10 market sessions. Not bad at all. But AVXL, full cover. But U-Haul, slicing through the 50-day moving average on an end-of-day basis with max red bop, huge volume. That's a 50% sell signal. And me personally, I want to leave the stock in gain, so my final sell stop's being raised to 405.40. So if it gaps down at all tomorrow, I will be out of UHAL. And then LOCK, not seen on the charts, is closing below its 20-day moving average on above average volume. So I just moving half of your sell stop up to about 1438. So move below 1438 will get you out. And then I'll keep the rest on right here around 1368. But another good possible position, God, it's so hard to see it after that gap up, would be 1395. But at 13, but with a move, that's so close right here. 1395 is so close to 1368 that I'll give it all the way to 1368 in the final half of the position. But the first half, a move below 1438, half will be gone. U-Haul should be a 50% sell no matter what on an end-of-day basis, but if you want to, you can move your final sell stop below 105.40. So besides those sells, there were some ugly pullbacks. Rexer, we got to look at, raising stops on that one. God, that's the only one. But DGII also had a pretty bad intraday reversal on volume. Rates kind of rolling over. So just make sure you monitor your stops. STZ down big on volume. So just monitor the stops and make sure you have them tight. You don't want to see gains turn into losses here. But on the good news side, look at all the stocks I flagged tonight. IPHI, Canslim Quality. HSII, Canslim Quality. FB&K, Canslim Quality. TYL, CanSlim quality, and former Perfect Speculator scan quality. UFCS, CanSlim quality. OPHT, Perfect Speculator scan quality. CFG, just nice, strong overall bank stock. I think that's CanSlim quality too. I'm not sure, but I definitely like this stock, and I can't quite remember off the top of my head why, but I do remember that there's something about this stock that I like a lot. And, KANG, flag that one. Nice move. AXON, IPO, nice move. KCG, nice move. JD, just another Chinese name, nice move. So a lot of flagging overall. And then you got PanW that's working on its right side. NetEase, INTU finding some support here on volume. Yin, which is a China, and then you got Thailand, and then you got the Philippines. I mean, these all look good. So there's a lot of solid looking patterns out there, which then leaves us to our actually new long positions. So before I get the new long positions, we do have two ad signals. AGRO is making a huge volume and BOP surge move off of recent support on strong volume. I am already technically long this stock on an end-of-day basis in my tracking portfolio. However, the new long signal, the first long signal was back here, got fully knocked out here, gave another long signal back here, but it gapped up. And unfortunately, the next day, as you can see, it came 2 cents away, 942. It hit 944, came 2 cents away from hitting my limit, but it missed it and it rallied without me. But it's giving basically an ad signal here, even though it's not pocket pivot point. The volume and BOP surge is just so beautiful. The overall chart pattern just looks great. So AGRO, going to get a 1% ad signal for being price volume BOP. But then the biggest ad is CTRP. This is not only CanSlim quality, it's also Perfect Speculator scan quality. It's in one of my high price stock scans that looks for all stocks above $100 a share. That average, I believe, at least 50,000 shares daily in volume. And then it's also confirmed in my price volume BOP scan, and it's giving a pocket pivot point signal to boot. So quite a full round of confirmation, but limited capital, so let's keep it simple. 1% ad signal, CanSlim. You could do 1.25. 1.25% ad signal for Perfect Speculator, so 2.5. And then price volume BOP, you can do like another 0.5 to make it 3. Or what you could do is go 1% CanSlim, 1% price volume BOP, 1% Perfect Speculator for a total 3%. No matter how I look at it or how I want to do it, it's going to end up at 3%. And then the two new long positions happen to also be China-related names. So not only is Ctrip an ad, but NOAA. By the way, this stock is absolutely beloved by one of our long-term options experts in the chat room, Paul. He loves NOAA. Big fan of this company overall. Well, I only like this company whenever it's in an uptrend, and it's been in an uptrend since the September-October price pattern. Now it's giving its third pocket pivot point signal in the past month, but this time it's giving it from a higher high and higher lows. That's clearly defined with the 50-day moving average above the 200-day moving average. So NOAA, CanSlim quality stock, 2.5%, price volume BOP signal, or price volume BOP confirmed ad signal, 3.5%. So NOAA is a 3.5% new long position. Remember, like I said, I'm fully invested, so what I'll probably be doing is splitting up between NOAA, Ctrip, AGRO, and then our final long signal, which is by far my favorite, BABA, Alibaba. Bouncing right off the 200-day moving average. It's been in a clear uptrend since the October lows. There's been steady accumulation. On the most recent pullback after volume initially picked up, it completely dried out. It's been rounding out, and now we got a strong move off 200-day moving average. Adding to this long signal, I always respect this trader who's way short term. He uses the 5-day exponential moving average to time his trades and everything, but he happens to be long the SPY. I think he's long, who knows, Apple. And then he also happens to be long BABA. So now that I know that he's got 3 positions and one of them being BABA, and I get this huge volume and BOP surge signal in BABA with price, that's confirmation for me. So it's CanSlim quality, but the relative strength line is in its 50s, so it's not right now CanSlim quality, but its earnings per share ranking makes it a CanSlim quality stock. So even though it's not there, it was in my high price stock scan, stocks over 50 with huge volume. So BABA gets, 0.5, basically gets the CanSlim rating that way by being confirmed in a side CanSlim scan, and then it was also confirmed in the price volume BOP scan. So 3.5 in BABA, 3.5 in NOAA, 3 in Ctrip, and 1 in AGRO. The market looks solid. go with the trend.